All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we begin, we want to give infinite praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, Great Millstone, GMS, who were well and who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations be unto you fellow brothers, you Akim, that are also pushing out this word in sincerity and in truth. All right, to you we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay. Today's topic, we're going to be skimming over the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, all right, which the world, almost the whole world knows about Deuteronomy being mainly the 28 and 68, which we're going to get into that, Lord will, going into the curses, man, the curses that befell Israel, all right, which Israel consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
All right, and basically, we're going to get the first precept, all right, because essentially, when we read the scriptures, all right, we gotta understand that this is the book of the Israelites, all right. When we read the curses, when we read how people upheld themselves and how they reacted to certain things, the overall spirit of a man, we know that the things that happen in this book and things that happen in real life pertain to what to the cluster of people who are just named, all right, the Israelites, right. So let's get the first precept.
Yep. Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Right. So what is a certain spirit that the Scripture gives off? All right, a certain vibration, so to speak. All right, and that vibration is what? It's Hamashak Yahushai, the words that the barium, the words that are written in the Scriptures. All right, the barium kodash, the holy words. All right, but this isn't just some other book. You know, this is the Holy Bible that entails things that hasn't even happened yet. All right, prophecy. All right, and as job as prophets, we ought to entail what's going to happen and discern as what did happen and what's soon to come. All right, and one of those things that we're going to be getting into, of course, is the curses, which the curses are also prophecies that happened. All right, so if
I can say real quick, we're going to actually get into it as well because the curses are great points to look into because it shows who the chosen people are. Okay. So, and we spoke about the spirit itself, bear witness. The spirit, what? The words, man. Okay? The words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is Revelations chapter 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. So, if I explain real quick?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so, like, we know that Yahushai, he comes in the volume of the book. He said it himself in Hebrews 10 and 7, all right? He said it is written of him, okay? So we know that the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy, right? And he spoke about it in Luke the 24th chapter, man, that all things must be fulfilled, you know? Roughly paraphrasing to what Yahushai said, man. And we know that throughout this book, there is prophecies, okay? Mm-hmm. Some have happened and some are yet to happen, okay? That's a very powerful thing. That's what makes this book living, okay?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, from Genesis to Revelations, man.
Yep.
The Lord comes in the whole volume, meaning like the whole weight. You know, every single word in this book is Him. All right, and it takes faith to believe that.
Yeah, if I can say real quick,
you know,
because he said, he basically spoke. There's prophecies in the first 5 books, obviously the prophets and the Psalms, because there's prophecy in Psalms as well. That actually there's even prophecies in Psalms that haven't happened yet.
The Apocrypha.
Right? Yeah, of course the Apocrypha. And of course, there's still things in the gospel. All right. So.
Yep, that's right. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna be going into the book of Deuteronomy. All right. We're not gonna read the whole thing. You know, but we're gonna be getting some precepts. All right. Again, some verses, some scriptures that just stand out, man, and that and knowing what with faith. All right. Knowing with the vibration that the certain spirit. All right. The Hamashak Yahushai. All right. We know that there's what's the word I'm looking for? There's a guarantee, all right, when you read the scriptures that it's no doubt that's talking about us, man. All right, and us only.
Yeah, the blacks, Hispanics, right. Native Americans. All right. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15, which we know when you read the first verse, it speaks about the blessings. This is verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah, so we're about to read. It happened, man. All right, and which that happened. Okay, Israel did not hearken unto the Lord. Okay, we disobeyed His word, which is the effect of what happened. Which is the effect of why even Hamashak Yahushai, our Lord and Savior, even came in the first place. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get some of the first verses. Let's get what's that? 49.
Yeah.
All right.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 49. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Yeah, right. And perfect example that we just got. We were just out of it, just recently. Okay, as of this recording, which was the day of what was it? The Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He recently changed it or attempted to Indigenous Day. All right, so-called Indigenous Day, Columbus Day, whatever. Which Columbus, he was an Edomite murderer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which when he came over here with his goons, right? He just totally slaughtered the so-called native the natives of this area, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Which are
Which he found this area via the book of Ezra, which they show you that in that movie 1492 Conquest. I could get the date wrong, you know.
1492.
Right, but they show you that in that movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, there's even some books out there supporting the fact that he even had Hebrew interpreters, man.
Yeah.
Right, proving that why would he bring that? All right, out of all languages too.
Yeah.
All right, he brought Hebrew interpreters, man, because he knew and found out that the remnant of the Lord's people, the 10 tribes of Israel, all right, so-called Hispanics and Native Indians, they went over here in this part of the earth at that specific time. All right, after the enslavement of the Syrians. Okay, we came over here, man. All right, by boats and ships.
If I can say real quick, for you northern tribe, you Latinos, Native Americans, it's actually in the Holy Scriptures how you came over here. In the Apocrypha, right?
Second Ezra, the 3rd chapter?
13th.
Oh,
13th chapter, verse 39 down.
So, but, yeah, and that's what happened, man. They came over here by ships, all right? They didn't regard, what was it? Actually, I think is that it? That's it on that?
Nah. Verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Yeah, that's right, man. They just came in and totally slaughtered us, man. All right, there's even personal notes that Cristobal Colon had. All right, if that's how you pronounce his name. All right, of where he couldn't pull down
couldn't put
his
sword
away
for an hour.
Yeah, for an hour, man. Damn devil. All right, killing us, man. All right, specifically, he first targeted the so-called Taínos, man. Which today they're the so-called Puerto Ricans, all right?
They're
really biblically, yeah, they're the Ephraimites, man, all right? Right, and sooner or later, the rest of the tribes succumbed to his, which he was actually the founder of the, slave, what was it called? How do you pronounce it? The,
Transatlantic slave trade?
Khan, yeah.
If I can say real quick.
All right? And real quick, the tribes too, you got Zebulon, all right, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar, all right, at the so-called Aztecs and Mayans, the Incas, they all succumbed to the conquistadors, man. All right, and of course we can't forget about our brothers, all right, the Southern Kingdom on the west coast of Africa, all right, and scattered beyond too.
Yeah, I was actually gonna make that point because you Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you notice that we have one common enemy, which is the so-called white man, which are biblically the Edomites. All right, and we know that according to what's written within the scriptures as well. I have one precept, Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 46, and they shall be upon thee, talking about the curses, for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So these curses, you know, it's generational, man. They cleave unto us, and it shows you exactly who the Israelites are. All right, you can't debate it. There's no way around it. You know, of course, people try to debate it, but they always end up getting cut by the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
Actually, if you can read that one more time. These scriptures speak a lot, man. So read it one more time.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Yeah, it's going to be on there for a sign and a wonder, all right? That's why if you read in the Psalms, all right, it says that, it's the Psalms, all right? For paraphrasing, it says that, we're going to be a shaking of the head among the nations, all right? Showing you that, we're going to be shameful, we're going to be low in the eyes of all these other nations. But when the Lord, He really originally intended for us to be over every other nation upon the face of the earth, pursuant to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Okay, all right, and that's all within and throughout like the first 5 books, man. All right, and throughout the whole scriptures. All right, the whole roll. Okay, but what the Lord put us low, man. All right, you can go to look to any of these charts when relating back to welfare. Okay, these public school, low financial public schools. All right, these of course World Star. All right, World Star hip hop, that bull crap. You're gonna see so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. All right, being lowest of the low, man. Hearing the most just fanatic stories, you know, of this man doing this to this person.
Fucking say.
All right, which that so lucky that relates back to what verse 54, man. All right, Deuteronomy 28:54. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. You know that's a living scripture, man. All right, our people. You got look. The only street gangs in America that could be causing anarchy and havoc out there is what? So mainly so-called blacks and Hispanics, man. All right,
And Native Americans, can't forget about them. They be in that shit too.
come on, man. All right, but so that shows you it's really a demonic spirit out there that the Lord created for us to succumb to these curses, man. All right, for us to be chastised, man, because we went off. All right, you got dumb jigs out there thinking that so like that like Kanye West, he said that slavery was a what did he say? Slavery was a choice, which he doesn't have any understanding. He's just a bug out. Which technically it was a choice. It was preordained for us to go into slavery, man. It's preordained for us to even send down Hamashiach Yahushai, man. Okay, for us to have a repentance, okay, because we succumb to these curses, to these curses, man, and it shows forth, okay. This is another curse, all right. This is it's not in Deuteronomy. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. All right, and that's two curses in one. All right, that's written in Deuteronomy as well, man. We're gonna be among these other nations, man. All right, which we're not gonna have rest. Okay, meaning we're gonna be low. We're gonna have a hard time catching up with payments, man. All right, being subject to payments, like it says in Haggai. All right, we're having a what was it, hole in the bag?
Yeah.
If I'm paraphrasing,
bag wages to put it in a bag filled with holes.
Con. And it says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles. Talking about what? Our food, man. We don't, brothers, know. Or we know, and we've seen it firsthand of our food over here, man, in America, man. All right, it's defiled. All right. You got so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans eating all types of abominable things, man. All right, shrimp, crab, lobster. All right, you name it. All right, so-called Negroes eating disgusting ass burgers and KFC, disgusting fucking spics eating greasy ass unhealthy foods, man. All right, and like our elders and apostles said, like hey, you get what you deserve. All right, if brothers are found eating these things, man. Okay. All right, looking out of shape. Don't even get me started on our women, man. That's a whole other avenue of curses. All right, they're demons and deities, man. Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. All right, yeah, pretty straightforward, man. Learn not the way of the heathen. Because what? The Lord gave us law, statutes, and commandments. Because what? Another curse too. All right, like I read, the Lord's going to disperse. He's gonna
we didn't read it yet.
So lucky. It says among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. All right, because we're gonna be among these other nations, man, where we're not gonna have any rest. Okay, and one thing is that what we're gonna learn their customs, man. Which the Lord, like I mentioned before, the Lord gave us law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, if you had the next precept, or if you have something else you want to get.
Oh yeah, I have the next precepts. I had one I wanted to get.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4, because this is something that befell our people as well. You don't have to only look in Deuteronomy 28 to check for curses. There's other situations where there's curses. There's prophecies elsewhere that befell our people that weren't necessarily good. They were curses. Jeremiah 17 and 4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because now you got Israelites all over the world, and we're under subjection to the so-called white man, the Edomites, all right? And what? It says, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Yeah.
What's our inheritance besides, it's a lot. Besides the land of Israel, all right? Because that is going to be our land. It doesn't belong to the Palestinians, and it doesn't belong to those Amalekite rats that are in the land of Israel, all right? It belongs to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right? On your father's side. Also, these words, man, all right? Following these laws, statutes, and commandments, okay? That's also a part of our culture. That's a part of our heritage, Okay, a part of our heritage is serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, fearing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, being within His fear. Okay, which that's going to be fully manifested perfectly in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, when the new covenant is physically manifest. All right.
Yeah, if I may add too, what it says is gonna thou shalt discontinue from that heritage, because we like I said before, we got our covenant, we got our rules and laws, man, that the Lord set before us. All right, which we ought to follow, which we didn't, man. Now we're being like the heathen, we're being like the Americans, man, and that's how we became Gentiles too, as well. And if I may add, also, all right, you got these rappers today. All right, just look at our people, man. Just, you don't again, the spirit breath witness, man. The demons on our people, man. You got our women shaving their heads off and dyeing it all types of weird ass colors. Our men too, okay, getting dreads, all right, getting tattoos, all right, getting making cuttings in the flesh, all right,
being like heathens,
getting surgery, all right. Yeah. Our women getting surgery, all right. So are the men to get not accepting the body that the Lord gave them, defiling themselves.
Yeah, we're not supposed to even be making cuttings in our flesh,
right, man.
If I could say. Because it says, even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for you have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever. All right, because what? Basically, the curses befell us. We went off, of course. All right, and what? We discontinued from being under the Heavenly Father, man. We discontinued from being within His fear.
Holy.
All right, yeah, discontinued from being a holy people, man. Okay, so. Yeah. Now we're gonna go back to Deuteronomy 28.
64.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Yeah, con. Yeah. Oh, if I may add real quick, I'm not sure if we got it already. All right, this is before we get that, I want to read this. This is Deuteronomy, same chapter, 28, verse 55. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, all right, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Okay? Now, of course, it didn't totally destroy us, so it wasn't for our destruction.
What verse was that?
That was verse 45.
I thought you said 55.
So the thing is, in the brother just read, right, in 64, all right, it said from one end of the earth to another, because guess what? You don't have to be a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American in America to receive these curses. All right, you can't be foolish. You just because if you move to Africa, Asia, all right, Europe, it doesn't matter, man. It said that these curses are gonna pursue thee, meaning they're gonna go with you wherever you go, man. All right, it's gonna be an astonishment to these other nations. All right, how is that gonna happen if Go
ahead. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Yeah, right. Because if you read verse 45, okay, it says that these curses are going to pursue thee, all right? Meaning they're going to go with you, all right? So if you're an Israelite, okay, and if you go to the other end of the earth, to the other, per se, Europe, so like Europe, Asia, Australia, these other islands, it doesn't matter, man. You can go from one coast to coast, anywhere on earth, it doesn't matter. You're not going to escape these curses, man. All right, it's going to pursue thee, all right? So I'll keep reading.
Yeah, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Yep. And the thing is, you got 2/3 of our people, all right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right, which are destined to be destroyed, okay? They involved themselves in Christianity, man. Which, yeah, of course, these were of the curses, or which our enemies, all right, these other nations, as well as the so-called white man pushing out the spirit of Christianity, the demon of Christianity and the deity, Caesar Borgia, okay, Salakia. Caesar Borgia, okay. Now, I wish we can bring it out. The table of nations, brothers got the sign of the different deities. Salakia. All right, as I was saying, yeah. So you got Jake mixed up in these different Salakia, these different doctrines, these different books, man. The Book of the Dead. What was the other one? The Quran. Yeah. All right, which is a horrible imitation of the Holy Scriptures. Okay, but the Lord gave us one true book, man, which is the Holy Bible. All right. All right, but which is what the Lord gave us, laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. Okay, which again that makes us holy. These other Jakes, they can be these Israelites, all right, they have no business indulging themselves in these other doctrines. Okay,
them doing so just shows that they're under the curses because when you Salak,
No.
you know, when you are, you know, following other gods and such like that, you are going off. You are sinning. If you're an Israelite that's worshiping Jesus Christ, worshiping Allah, being a Buddhist, whatever religion you're in, man, you're going way off, man.
Yeah.
You're breaking the first commandment.
And these niggas even stick out like a sore thumb too, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
can
Y'all
tell.
niggas look stupid in the mosque, man. Y'all look retarded, man.
Yeah, man. We're in that weird stuff. All right. You best believe you got these jakes and being involved in Judaism. That's even the worst, man. You got people fucking wearing the weird shit
With the little shit, little twist shit.
Yeah, you know.
The doo-doo locks they have.
Yeah, man. Oh man, the dress. Oh, don't even get me started on the music, man. The music that whole gives up a whole different vibration. You got people worshiping Satan. You know.
Yep.
So
Deuteronomy 28:68.
God.
And the Lord shall bring thee again, Salakia, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Yeah, right now, as we know, if you read Exodus 10:3, you have to get it. It's 10:3.
What?
The Lord shall bring thee into the house of bondage.
20.
Oh, so lucky he led thee out of the house of bondage.
Exodus 20:2.
Right? Yeah, and as we know, what Egypt, all right, which in the Hebrew is Matazarium, meaning double straits. All right, what that represents the oppression, man, and the adversity that Israel endured. Okay,
But yeah,
and the
this
thing
Egypt,
is that it's lucky if you keep reading.
I was gonna say this Egypt. It's talk about America, because when you read Revelations 11:8, it's talking about the great city which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, because America embodies that, spiritually embodies Egypt. All right, ancient Egypt.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, because what you had the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom, what being here oppressed in America, all right, which is like the brother said, spiritually Egypt and spiritually Sodom, right, and Gomorrah, okay, because you had that vile, disgusting, what's the word, perverse spirit of America, you know, allowing abominations to live, you know, but you know, brother seen it firsthand. I don't gotta expound, but that's how we know that isn't talking about ancient world Egypt, because as of course in ancient world Egypt, what when Moses, or our first deliverer, when he led us out of Egypt, what happened? We went out of by foot. All right, we had our livestock and our cattle, and we left by foot. All right, we didn't go by ships or boats. All right, we didn't fly out of there. We left.
We walked out.
We walked out to the the wilderness, or Sinai, to the land of Canaan. Right, at that time it was known as the land of Canaan. All right, so what? It's saying that we're gonna go back by ships. Why would we go back by ships, man? It's just right there. You know, it's a waste of time. So what's it talking about? It's talking about America, man.
Mm-hmm.
The transatlantic
transatlantic slave trade.
I have trouble pronouncing it. It's lucky. So yeah, man, that's what it's talking about. And it says, it says should be sold with your enemies for bond men and bond women. You know, captive man and woman. All right, and no man shall buy you. Meaning what? No man's gonna redeem you. No man's gonna save you. No man's gonna. It's lucky. No one's gonna liberate you from your from our predicament, man. No other nation.
Yeah.
All right.
Martin Luther King couldn't do it. Malcolm X. What's the other guy's name? Marcus Garvey, I think.
I never even heard of these niggas.
Yeah. Those
except for that guy.
Because they tried to. What did they try to do, man? They tried to lead our people, so to speak. You know. Mm-hmm. To living a better life, and they couldn't do it. You know.
Right.
Because. Like I say, this is a spiritual thing. The curses are something that spiritually honor our people, man. All right, we could even go into a video just speaking on that in itself. You know, these because what it said no man shall buy you, no man's gonna redeem us. You know, but we do know that our Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, which will not meet thee as a man, is going to redeem the elect of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, and if I may say, just to close out,
yeah,
you know, the in verse 68, what it says, bring you again with ships, and the thing is, of course, as we know, this is future prophecy, which did happen, okay, but this also happened. This also befell the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, okay. All right, it happened with Gad and Reuben, man. They were sold back to England, all right, and you had our women being sex slaves, man, for these Edomites, all right. And you know it's crazy because they like to say, oh yeah, black soul black, African soul Africa, that other bull crap. All right, well guess what? They actually say the same thing for the Native Americans, man. So called. All right, same thing with the so-called Latinos. They said Latinos sold Latinos and Native Americans sold Native Americans. I remember seeing articles and Wikipedia entries on these damn false accusations, man. We don't sell our own people. All right. But either way, you know, like the brother said, Hamashiach Yahushai, when he comes here, man, there's not gonna be any more these curses. Well, they're gonna befall on our enemies, man, the ones that hate us, right? The ones that even called us niggers, spicks, wetbacks, right? Native American, right? Which we weren't native to begin there. We didn't just spawn over there, you know, over here, Salakia, you know. So in the kingdom, you know, we're gonna have these heathens being called by proverbs and bywords, okay, and we're gonna be on top again, man, and forever, you know. So
yeah, I'm gonna close out with this one. Deuteronomy 30:7. The Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all of these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah, that's right, man. All right, so, and what it's gonna be twice even. It's gonna be way worse than how we had it. All right, that's how you know it was chastisement. I mean, how can you even think it can get worse than this, man? You know, because we're in a low state. But either way, we're gonna be the head and not the tail. All right, and like I said, it's gonna stay like that, man, forever.
Yeah.
All right, but with these heathen, especially Edom Esau, all right, it's gonna be a bitter end for them, man. All right. So, your precepts?
That's it.
Gone. So with that, we want to say, Kol Holo,
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone GMS who rule well and who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations be unto your fellow Akim, your brothers that are also pushing up this word in sincerity and in truth. With that, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.